welcome back to my channel. I'm sure I look very surprising to some people, if not all of you guys. It's probably because my hair looks kind of insane. This is not my natural hair because the bottom part is somewhat straight. The roots of my hair is actually pretty natural. It's very frizzy, very curly, and this is kind of how I wake up every morning. Usually I have to take the time to straighten my hair, and that takes a huge amount of time out of my life. I personally do not like to have curly hair on me because it's just very time consuming to take care of, and I frankly don't really know how to take care of it. I also like the look of straight hair. It's just what I prefer on me, myself, and I. And so every few months I actually take the time to straighten my hair permanently so that when I wake up, it's just less of a hassle. It takes less time to take care of myself because I have so many other things that I do need to take care of, like my daughter, the animals, the house, which is everything. One less person to take care of, one less thing to take care of makes my life a million times easier, and that's why I'm going to straighten my hair, and I'm going to take you along on this journey of hair straightening at home. So before you start, there are a few things that you're going to need. I like to throw on something I don't mind getting messed up, and so here's this shirt that I've owned for a million years. You want to put on something that you don't mind getting destroyed. So that's the very first thing you want to have on, unless you want to go naked. Then do what pleases you. And then I've got this little shirt protector. Makes me feel like I'm in a salon, you know? Careful not to choke yourself. And then I've got a nice pair of rubber gloves. Color doesn't matter. I've got a container to put all the product into. I've got a beautiful brush. The brush. This brush is number 3 from China. And then we've got our product. It's from Shiseido. It's called Super Hyaluronic Power H1 Straightener. And this is the neutralizing cream, also from Shiseido number 2. You're going to need afterwards. This is called Crystallizing Straight, also a hair tie. Go ahead and put my clothing protector on. Do I look good? And then you can go ahead and throw your gloves on. And don't mind the sound in the back, it's just a freaking cat. Just kidding, not just a freaking cat. The cutest cat in the world. This here is Catty. She is completely deaf, can't hear a thing. And it's not because her ears are funny shaped, because she was just born deaf. Hi, cat. So the first thing you want to do when you have everything all set up is tie your hair up into parts. I will usually make this super simple and just kind of tie my hair up a few times. So depending on your hair type, you're most likely going to need a different type of solution. Don't ask me what type of solution you're going to need because I am not a hair professional. So don't trust me. Because I don't know what I'm doing. But the very first solution you're going to need is this one, the H1. Apply this to curly parts or frizzy parts of your hair. And that's what I'm going to do. To be honest, I've only done this 2 other times. I usually have it done professionally, but you know, professionally this costs like a few $100s in the US. In Korea it's actually really cheap. It's like $70 to $100. But if you buy it online, it's much cheaper! I'm actually only going to be applying mainly to my roots because again, I've done this before on my other parts of the hair, and what I really want is I don't need perfectly straight, razor straight hair. I just want to have more manageable hair. I've poured the solution into my bowl, and all I gotta do is go ahead and start applying. I think this was much easier to do when I had completely curly hair because then you're not really only focusing on the roots and you just kind of slather it. I'm only trying to do the roots. It may be a little bit more tedious and difficult. You know, I used to like bleach my own hair. Isn't that crazy? Just lathering it in. You should have seen it like the first time I did it at home, especially since I hadn't done it in a while, because you're not supposed to do this when you have like bleached hair. And I'll just kind of put it a little bit at the ends of my hair, kind of rubbing it through. And then I'm gonna undo my hair tie and pull some hair down. And then I'm gonna tie my hair back up after I've pulled some hair down. This is such an unattractive moment. So these pieces of hair in the front of my head annoy me the most. Like I've got like crazy curls going on here. Straighten that, add some solution to straighten that first. I think a lot of people take a lot of time adding the solution in, and when you're bleaching your hair, you know, that's genuinely really important to add a lot of solution into your hair evenly because you don't want to have like unbleached spots. But when it comes to this, I don't think it really matters as much because it's not a color thing. So it's okay to kind of just go for it. Just dropped it. Oh my goodness, what am I doing with my life? This is my own personal little secret, is that I usually don't wash my hair the day of or the day prior even. Doing any sort of chemical thing to my hair, for example, like if I'm bleaching my hair or doing this, I usually don't wash it the day before and the day of, just because it's good to have a little bit of your natural oils coating your hair so it doesn't do as much damage. It's important to get all the little baby hairs, and I think curly hair is beautiful. My husband has naturally curly hair and I absolutely love his curly hair. I feel like curly hair is good for people that know how to take care of their curly hair. But if you don't, you either need to educate yourself on it, because curly hair is so different than straight hair. It requires a ton of maintenance. So I'm just adding more solution, just kind of going in there and not really being extremely detailed because, again, I don't think there's a real need for detail when it comes to this thing. So I'm just about finished with lathering everything on. I think I'm going to go through it with my hands one more time to ensure that everything is fully lathered into the strands of my hair. I'm gonna add some more to the back of my head because I can't see it, and that's the part that a lot of people forget about. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's a metaphor for a lot of things in life. Shall we get philosophical? No. Combing it through my hair, looking at my hair in the mirror to see, are there any curly spots that I may have missed? Yes, there's a ton back here. Oh my goodness. Oh! Ah! Okay, got it. So again, just combing through my hair to ensure I got all my bases covered. So I'm starting to lose some hair, and that's slightly worrying. Should be fine. Hope it's fine. Do you see the hair? I'm like losing a ton of hair. Oh my goodness! So after you have everything in your hair, you're actually supposed to wait with it in your hair for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm assuming after, not probably. That doesn't probably include the entire process, right? Because then I should probably wash my hair now. But we'll wait 10 to 15 minutes and we'll find out. And in the meantime, I will introduce you to some of our foster animals. This here is Ice Cream. She is the cutest little thing. She was an owner surrender because they had like 8 dogs and just couldn't take care of her anymore, even though they decided to get another puppy after they gave her up, which is kind of insane to me. So Caddy's actually a rescue too, and she's gonna be looking for a home soon. She is completely deaf. She's great with dogs though, but she's completely deaf, so needs a home that knows how to take care of a cat that is deaf. We think she may have been abandoned because she is deaf. She's super sweet. She loves dogs. She loves wrestling and playing with all the dogs. She's honestly the cutest little thing in the whole entire world. She loves purring and licking her butt. So it's been about 10 to 15 minutes and I'm going to go ahead and wash my hair, and I'll be right back. So I just washed my hair with shampoo and conditioner. I have to dry my hair. I'm going to use a hair dryer for this. My hair is feeling extremely stiff, which is pretty normal. Okay, so I just finished blow drying my hair, and so far already it's a little bit more straight, but the next step is actually to straighten the hair. And then after we're done straightening it, we're gonna put in the neutralizing cream, then we're gonna go ahead and wash it for a second time. But this is actually the most tedious part of, I feel like, the entire thing, is to make sure that you really go in and make sure your hair very straight and very smooth. And then that's when you put the neutralizing cream in and it kind of like locks in that straightness. So I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna wait for it to heat up. So as you can see, there's still some curls here and there. There's still some frizziness, but it is a lot better than it was before. Although I am a bit nervous for the result, because if you straighten your hair and you straighten it frizzily, you can actually end up causing your hair to look more frizzy than before. Again, really take the time to make sure you do a good job. Again, you do not want to have frizzy hair at the end of this straightening process, because if you do, you can easily permanently cause your hair to look extremely frizzy. My hair still looks a little insane. Seeing some progress, seeing some progress. Again, taking your time to really get in there, you know? Again, this is a very important part because if you leave your hair frizzy and then you put the neutralizing cream in, you can easily straighten your hair into a frizzy mess. Okay, so I have finished straightening my hair. I think everything looks great. And we are going to be going on to step number 2, which is the neutralizing cream. So we actually don't have this in for very long. Go ahead and put this in my clean bowl with a clean brush and start applying it to my hair. We'll see how that goes. I don't know why I started from the top when oh fuck! Oh my god, I almost got this in my eye. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just finished putting in the neutralizing cream and it says to wait about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then I'm gonna wash my hair. Okay, so I just got out of the shower, washed my hair, and I do plan on letting it air dry just to kind of see how it dries naturally because I'm not going to use a dryer on my hair every morning, and I want to show you guys what it will look like when it's all dry. So I'll be back in just a few moments. So my hair is fully dry now. I completely air dried it. I didn't straighten it whatsoever after air drying it, and it actually looks pretty good. I'm pleasantly surprised. My roots are super smooth. It makes getting ready so much easier, which is exactly what I was trying to do, but it turned out pretty nicely. But again, keep in mind, I am not a professional, so don't come for me. Okay, so it's actually been about 1 week since I straightened my hair permanently. Keep in mind, I did not do the bottom parts of my hair. I focused only on my roots. I really like the results. My hair does not look like a mess. I literally just washed my hair. I did not do anything else to my hair. I obviously put some makeup on. I definitely recommend it to anybody that has a hard time managing their hair and would like to have straighter hair that is easier for them to manage.